Hey everybody, welcome back to Read My Lips. And we are fresh off the heels of the Democratic debate, 7/30, 2019. And what I'm going to be showing you is some highlights from that debate at the end of this video for you all to enjoy. And I highly recommend, if you haven't seen the whole debate, watch the whole debate. Usually there's a stream or something along those lines the day after, maybe 2 days after the debate, where you can sit down and really enjoy it. But in this video, I'm going to give you some highlights, some sort of the best of from that debate. But to make a long story short, progressives won this debate. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren had to fend off attacks from centrist Democrats and moderators clinging on to that short time frame they give people, and they did a hell of a job. Progressives really won this, and it came off as far as the centrist Democrats go, it came off as desperate. They were trying everything in their power, and they were saying things that just inevitably were untrue. And people see that. They see that you're lying. They see that all you want is incrementalism or no change at all. And most of Bernie's, or dang near all of Bernie's, and a lot of Elizabeth Warren's policies cater to what the American people want, and it showed. So yeah, it was a pretty good debate, and one thing they all agreed on, towards the end was you have to defeat Donald Trump. They can fight amongst themselves all they want, but at the end of the day, you need someone to defeat Donald Trump. And by and large, they can talk about electability. They can say, quote-unquote, Joe Biden's electable. But Bernie Sanders destroys Donald Trump in every poll, as does Biden, to be fair. So to say that Bernie Sanders on that stage isn't electable would simply be lying to yourselves and to everyone else. It was what the progressive wing needed, and I know AOC and all the other progressives were probably jumping for joy. Bernie needed this performance. He needed to do well today, because the last debate, which is about a month ago now, he didn't stand out as much. This time he stood out. Warren stood out as well, and they made a heck of a team. And I know people wanted them to go after each other, but they're not stupid, and they weren't going to do something stupid such as that. My one issue, I know they say it's random how it's drawn. My one issue is I really wish Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were on stage as well, because Kamala Harris needs to be torn apart and exposed for who she is, right? Take off that veil, that mask of a progressive she's trotting about. And then you have two people in Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden who actually share some of the same pool of voters. Bernie Sanders really needs to also dismantle Joe Biden. But at least with Joe, he doesn't have his fake Medicare for all antics that he's trying to shove down the American people's throat, like Kamala Harris does and a lot of the other corporate Democrats. At least he's real. Like, I don't believe in Medicare for all. I don't care, but I don't want Medicare for all. What are you talking about? Everybody else has their fake Medicare for all, not as good as policies they're putting front and center And that's just disingenuous. So at least Biden's honest. But yeah, I'm not going to keep you. Democratic debate night 1 highlights. Please enjoy. And if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you don't like what you see, if you don't like what you hear, tell me why. I'm always down for some conversation in the comment section. I'm always up for some debate. All right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Peace.
Democrats win when we figure out what is right and we get out there and fight for it.
I think Democrats win when we run on real solutions, not impossible promises.
But I'm a little more pragmatic.
If we embrace a far-left agenda, they're going to say we're a bunch of crazy socialists. If we embrace a conservative agenda, you know what they're going to do? They're going to say we're a bunch of crazy socialists. So let's just stand up for the right policy.
We need to have a campaign of energy and excitement and of vision.
We are more worried about winning an argument than winning an election.
I get a little bit tired of Democrats afraid of big ideas.
I don't understand why anybody goes to all the trouble of running for president of the United States just to talk about what we really can't do and shouldn't fight for.
That she put out, we would not be able to trade with the United Kingdom. But why do we got to be the party of taking something away from people?
No one is the party.
Hold on
That's
one second,
what they're
Senator.
running on. They're running on.
What do you say to Congressman Delaney?
You're wrong.
Till 2040, Bernie. You don't have to yell.
Throw your hands up. But you haven't.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all,
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know,
Congressman.
and I wrote the damn bill.
But you are playing into Donald Trump's hands.
I think any of this wonkiness is going to deal with this dark psychic force of the collectivized hatred that this president is bringing up in this country, then I'm afraid that the Democrats are going to see some very dark days. There is an injustice that continues to form a toxicity underneath the surface, an emotional turbulence that only reparations
Thank you very much. Senator.
Must be a country that every day lives our values, and that means we
Senator
cannot
Warren.
make it a crime when someone
Thank
comes
you, Senator.
here.
Just to clarify, would you decriminalize illegal border crossings?
The point is not about criminalization. That has given Donald Trump the tool to break families apart.
Health care is a human right, not a privilege. I believe that. I will fight for that.
Thank you.
Medicare for All is comprehensive. It covers all health care needs for senior citizens. It will finally include dental care, hearing aids, and eyeglasses.
But you don't know
Second of all.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all.
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know,
Congressman.
and I wrote the damn bill.
Wonder why you're Democrats. You seem to think there's something wrong about using the instruments of government to help people.
Credible poll that I have seen has me beating Donald Trump, including the battleground states of Michigan, where I won the Democratic primary, Wisconsin, where I won the Democratic primary, and Pennsylvania. And the reason we are going to defeat Trump and beat him badly is that he is a fraud and a phony, and we're going to expose him for what he is.